Hey there, Start here. Finally getting around to doing some of this content. I was quite busy yesterday after doing my pulls, so just didn't get around to doing a whole lot of content. But I'm going to try and plow through as much as I can today. I'm going to start with this one, the Clash of Miasma and Aether. This is the one to pick up the Crimson Claw, and so you get the sword from doing level 1, and then you get the 2 upgrades. You want to get the full upgrades to get the full effect from this. This is basically going to be the new Rain's offhand weapon because it adds 500 static stats to his weapon, or to his. It basically gives him another 500 static attack. So it is basically the best in slot for his other sword, along with his STMR. So you equip his STMR and this weapon, and that's basically all you need. All right. And I'm only doing this one because it might be kind of difficult for some people. It kind of surprised me. I just took my bonus team in here thinking that it was going to just slay the boss real quick, but it was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So I just figured I'd get in here and show you how I cleared it out. Might not be necessary. You can take a friend unit, which is really nice. You can just bring a really strong, overpowered friend. I'm just going to bring an EX3 Reagan friend here. You definitely want human killers, and this is my bonus team. So this is what I've just been running with my bonus, as my bonus squad. As many EX3 units as I can get, plus my my EX1 Flaring Aether Rain. He, of course, is going to be the leader for the leader skill. I went fairly budget on the gear here on these guys. So you can see, even with the leader skill active, his attack isn't that high because I went pretty budget on the gear. My Reagan, however, he's nice and buffed there. So he's going to do just fine. We'll go ahead and cover the gear here. So obviously Runda's going to be tanking this. He takes all the damage just fine. This should be a pretty quick clear. But fairly budget gear here. He just needs to be nice and bulky there. My Flaring Aether Rain. So, if you don't have an EX2, so you don't have his STMR, you don't want to waste an STMR removal on him, I definitely don't blame you. You don't really need more than one. I'm going to get 2 just in case, like, somewhere down the line, like another version of Rain or something might be able to utilize it. But you definitely don't need 2 of his STMR. Okay, but if you don't have any copies and you don't have the Crimson Blade yet, this is a good substitute using the Ultima Blade because it's a high attack sword if you have them fully upgraded, and they add 50% LB damage for each sword. Obviously, without his STMR, you want his TMR equipped, so he gets that. But then, yeah, fairly budget gear here, and then just making sure he only needs 100% TDW to finish capping that off. So this is Radiant Lightning's STMR, should be easy to acquire, and then a budget vision card here. Now most of his damage is going to come in his Brave Shift form, and so pretty much exact same gear in the Brave Shift form. Just make sure that he's got 300% human killer and 300% LB damage, 400% TDW, and he is good to go. So basically, Ignacio's here just as a he's just here as a chain partner because he can triple cast Mirror of Equity to chain with Rain and Reagan's LB. Just make sure you give him his TMR or STMR, which unlocks his triple cast in his Brave Shift form. That you definitely got to make sure you have that so that he can triple cast. All right, and that's all he needs. Rain is just going to be here as our fire support. So if you upgrade, you don't have to upgrade this fully like I did. Even without any crowns, I think it's a 35 or maybe 40% fire buff. And then, in his Brave Shift form, he's got Extreme Blade. Again, you don't have to crown these. I crowned these a long time ago for content back when these first came out, and they were, they were really good when they first came out. And so I crowned them a long time ago. You certainly don't need to crown them, but putting, if you happen to have a Rain line around with crowns in it, it definitely helps. But that's what he's doing there, just as a general fire support. And then Reagan, he's got his STMR and the Dark Vision one-handed sword. And then, yeah, some decent gear. I could probably take some of this gear off, to be honest. It's not necessary. This is kind of overkill, but this is just gear that I had favorited on him from previous content. But yeah, there you go. You see he gets a nice buff from that leader skill. But yeah, not too crazy here. Friend unit, is just, pretty decent build here as well. Got some clash gear. It's not necessary, but it certainly helps make the fight go quicker if you got a good friend unit. And he's good on everything you need with the human killers. We're going to do this pretty quick. It's just going to be a 3-turn kill to line up with Reagan's SLB. And yeah, we're just going to get this done real nice and quick. Okay. Runda will go ahead and do his LB, his usual thing. Rain on this turn honestly doesn't really need to do anything. I think he can just guard on this turn, actually. He'll do his buffs next turn, and then the Imperil on turn 3. Rain will do True Undermine for the 85% full break. We'll do the Freedom that I believe in, because that will give him a Fire Amp and LB damage boost, which is nice since we don't really have anything else. We will shift him and use his other ability that fills up his LB. And we're not going to worry about stacking his LB because we're just going to kill it on turn 3, no problem. All right. You can do Infiraga for the party, and then we'll just do Prominence Fall. All right, Reagan on this turn, just go ahead and imbue himself with fire. And then we'll do a couple of Octa Strikes. Alright, Crimson died. Alright, Ignacio can just do... we'll do Axe Boost, double Fire Stamp just to line up with everyone else. Okay. Alright, so there you go. Runda takes care of all the incoming damage. Don't have to worry about that. Alright, so now we will we'll buff ourselves. Runda will just do cover, Tactica Shelga. Rain will do Prominence Saber for the fire amps for the party. Alright, Reagan will do I'll sever Fate with this Gunblade, double Octa Strike. Same thing with the friend. I'll sever Fate, double Octa Strike. Ignacio can honestly just, he doesn't need to do anything, he can guard. We're going to shift our Rain. We'll do Armor Grant Me the Power, Unyielding Conviction, and Prominence Fall. Okay, and this will get us ready to burst this guy next turn. Alright, you can see the incoming damage is not that harsh, so we're solid there. Okay, Rain can shift. And this may be totally unnecessary for the extra Fire Imperil, but it's like, I got it, so why not go ahead and use it. And then all these guys will just chain up. Alright, super easy. And remember, Rain does come with the Sword Imperil, so if you send him first, then Reagan, both Reagans will get more benefit. So it's a good idea to send your Rain first because his Brave Shifted LB does a 40% Sword Imperil. Okay, so let's do that. And there you go. Knocking it out. Lots of overkill there. I'm not actually sure how much HP the boss has, but I think that was a crap ton of overkill. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, yeah, nicely done. So Rain doing a considerable amount there, and the Reagans pulling up, doing a fair amount of damage themselves. Nicely done. All right, so there's a quick all missions clear to make sure that you get that upgraded sword for your Flaring Aether Rain. All right, I'm going to do some crown battles for you, so stay tuned. Those will be coming up next, and I will see you on the other side.